Did you know that a large share of self-made millionaires and billionaires wake up before 6 a.m.? But here's the real question. Is waking up early actually the reason they are successful or just a coincidence? Today, we're going to unpack the hidden math behind billionaire habits and how the same principles that drive their success is the exact same force that powers quant investing. We love hearing about billionaire morning routines, 4 a.m. wake-ups, cold plunges, meditation, bulletproof coffee. But if we're honest, most of us have tried some version of it, and nothing magically turned us into Warren Buffett. So why do these habits seem to matter so much? Is it just productivity hype, or is there something deeper? The problem is, most advice online focuses on what billionaires do, without explaining why it works. But here's what science shows. Research published in Harvard Business Review and neuroscience journals shows that our brain's prefrontal cortex, the center for decision-making and self-control, is most active in the morning. That's why high performers tend to schedule their most important work early in the day before mental fatigue sets in. In fact, psychologists at the University of Nottingham and the National Institute of Education found that mental fatigue can reduce cognitive performance by up to 40% as the day goes on. So when billionaires front-load their mornings, they're not just being disciplined, they're stacking the math of decision-making in their favor. So, it's not the 5 a.m. alarm clock itself that creates billionaires. It's the compounding of thousands of slightly better decisions made earlier with a clearer mind. And this principle isn't limited to billionaires. You see it in fitness, studying, at work, and especially in investing. Warren Buffett has said, "My wealth has come from a combination of living in America, some good genes, and compounding interest." Now, here's the connection you won't hear on productivity podcasts. The same math that makes waking up early powerful is the same math that powers quant investing. Instead of relying on one lucky guess, quant investors run thousands of tiny optimized decisions through data models. Each small edge compounds into massive returns over time. And unlike forcing yourself into a 4 a.m. cold plunge, this isn't about willpower. It's about designing a system where the math compounds for you. Here's the challenge though. Most of us don't have billionaire level tools or Wall Street quant models. That's where quant communities like us, Quant X, comes in. Inside, people like you and me learn how to apply these compounding principles, not just for waking up early, but for actually building wealth through quant-backed investing strategies. Think of it as your decision compounding advantage. You get access to insights, strategies, and the tools that help you make slightly better decisions again and again. And just like billionaires stacking good mornings into fortunes, you're stacking good traits, good habits, and good systems into long-term freedom. So the next time you hear someone brag about waking up at 5 a.m., remember, it's not the alarm clock that creates wealth, it's the math of compounding decisions. And the best time to start compounding your own is today. If you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button, share this with a friend, and let's make sure that your habits and your money starts compounding for you in your favor today.